YouTubers, Electric Adventures here with another package in the mail. So it's from, you can see all the Japanese writing on it, so it's from Japan. It's a bulk lot of loose cartridges for a system that I picked up recently, so about that size. The end open. So well wrapped in a box with blow up bubble packing, and the cartridges are also bubble wrapped as well. So I said they're loose cartridges, and they're for the Sega SC-3000 or SG-1000 consoles. First one is August, which I've never played before. Obviously some sort of fighting or shooting robot. Now it's in pretty good condition. This is what a Sega cartridge looks like if we haven't seen it before. There's a similar to a Coleco one with a slot in the back for an overlay. Another copy of Starjacker. Now I've got Starjacker boxed. So this one is up for trade. It's in really good condition too, so that one's up for trade. So this one's called Pachinko 2. I really know nothing about these games by their names. We're going to have to wait till the... Sorry, it's not focusing very well. But you know, quite interesting artwork on there. That one looks like maybe a puzzle game. Right, and we have another title that is in purely Japanese writing. So that one's, we'll also have to find out and wait what it is. And a second one. A few more characters on there. So for those of you that read kanji, you'll be able to figure it out before I do. Next, well, we have a racing game. So we have Monaco GP. So I'm interested to see what that version's like. Right, and another game I don't have, Safari Race. So another racing game. So all these cartridges are in fairly good condition, which is nice. It's not really quite focusing. There we go. They've got quite good art on them. Looks like another racing game, Zippy Race. Oh. This game I do know. So we have Load Runner. Around them all, and another racing game, GP World. So it looks like we're going to have a bit of a racing game tryout fest. So there's only one trade in there, which is Starjacker. So anybody else with a Sega SC-3000 or a SG-1000 looking to get into those, it's open for trade. So. Alright, obviously two unknown titles there, so we need to figure out what they are. Let's get the Sega SC-3000 out and give those a go. Right, here we go with GP World. I'm using a Sega Master System controller here. Now the opening screen doesn't have... yeah, went into auto game mode, sorry about that. Doesn't have much colour. Well, there's definitely colour in the game, so we've got our right, so right button is accelerate. So we've got our track design on the right. So let's brake. Okay, and you've got to hold down the joystick to go into high. So it's not a bad racer for an 8-bit machine, really. I don't know whether you have pit stops or anything like that. Oops. Okay. So to qualify, it's got a qualify time you've got to get. Oh, got caught again. Well, that doesn't look like a too bad little racer, so we'll only have a quick look at each of these games because there are a few. So next game. Okay, so next we have Zippy Race. Okay, reverse buttons to the previous game. Okay, so a little bit like a sort of a bump and jump sort of thing, but with a bike. Okay, you got a brake, speed. I don't think you can do much else besides go left and right. And the cars purposely try and purposely try and cut you off. Right, and you've got fuel. Oops. Up behind me there. So it's not too bad game. We've got a bit of in-game music, which is always nice. Uh-oh. Almost impossible to go past the cars in those little... Try again. Yes, you really got to watch the cars, they're quite aggressive. Just see if I can get a little bit further. I'm sure the music could get quite annoying after a while. Well, yeah, the patches of oil or water definitely affect your thing. Now, by our guide on the right there, we are getting closer. Well, yeah, so every car you pass, you do go up a rank. Okay, we seem to have gone to a different stage now. Actually not quite as good as the other part of the game. There's obviously just the bit as you come into the town, Las Vegas. So we're in it from LA and now we're going to Las Vegas. get us to a goal and see how we go. There we go, we seem to have made it. We almost ran out of fuel too, I just noticed. Yeah, so we don't get much of a bonus because we didn't pass many cars. But it's not a bad little game. Alright, let's try the next one. Okay, and now sticking with the racing theme, our next one is Safari Race. First selection. Okay, so you've got to push up to accelerate, I think. Okay, you don't need to hold it up. Right, it's got very strange controls, let's put it that way. Sliding, look up for the rhino. And I do change the perspective of the car. Is that fuel? Don't know. No fuel bars going down. And we also have tyres we've got to manage as well. Okay, now next issue is we're almost out of fuel. And yeah, I'm slowing down because I've run out of fuel. So they do look like fuel stops on the side, but possibly I'm doing something wrong as far as the controls. But that's actually a little bit more complicated game, so not a bad. So 3 racing games are doing pretty good so far. So the next one's Monaco GP, so 4 racing games in a row. So we've got a top down. Okay, and the button jumps. Forward to accelerate, just giving yourself less reaction time. So, slippery. Yeah, so this is actually like the Sega arcade game. Quite fun in its day. Whoa! Yeah. Well, you can tell that was going to happen. Slippery ice again. Nope, went off the edge. Yeah, so it's an arcade game, so you basically go till you lose your lives. And you have your button to escape. And also to jump things, so it's a little, leading into what bump and jump was as well. So that's actually quite a good game. So it's let's move on to the next one. Okay, we have the first of our longer titled kanji ones. And it looks like it's going to be a tile puzzle game. So you've got to move the pieces. You also need to know what the pieces do. So it's a little bit, yeah, so a Japanese or Chinese chess game. So I'm not going to be able to play that one without finding some English instructions and figuring out what the symbols mean. But puzzle games like this are very popular in Japan. Okay, now we have the second of the titles with kanji titles. Now this is one that looks like more the traditional Mahjong gambling game. I don't know what mods I'm doing. Yeah, where you build up scores in the middle and people place bets. I've seen the game played a little bit like Mahjong tiles, I suppose. Yeah, but not with the pattern swapping. It's the actual game where you, I suppose, play it a little bit like backgammon in a way. It's got, you know, similarities to that. So, all right, another one just for the collection, not ready for playing. Right, here we go with Pachinko 2, which might be some sort of. So you've got 3 different things. Oh, it's the little games where you've got to try and get the balls down. Yeah, you've got to get the balls into the various things, and you put a certain amount of power into the ball. And you've got there, so many balls to yeah, so I've got to get all the targets basically. Oh, that was a bit silly. Right, so you wind it up. So that should go over that side. Oh, I just missed. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking very much. I'm just trying to work out what the different settings do to the I wonder why you can't. You only seem to be able to move that a certain way around. Alright, but anyway, I mean, oh, there we go. I got one in after all that. I mean, you know, the little handheld things with the balls, and you have to try and get them into the different holders and repositories. So it's a video game based on that. Very interesting. Never seen one of those either. So at least that one's playable. Right, here we go with August, our fighting robot one. Finds me up there, okay? Oh, I know this game. Yeah, so you transform between 2 different types of. So you've got the flying ship at the moment, and then you've got the robot. So your second button transforms, so we fly slower and we're the robot. sure of the particular differences between the two modes. Now we have a timer, so we've obviously got to get through to a certain spot. Oh, got to watch those bullets because they're not going straight. And you only get the one bullet at a time. Oh, we've had a scenery change, so we're going out over the water. And something took off out of the water. Well, you can actually shoot their bullets. Whoa! Well, there we go. And over shoot 'em up. Who would know? Who would have known that? That actually looks quite good. I could get into that a bit more. So it looks like you take off from a spaceship thing too. So looks like it has a bit more gameplay that needs to be investigated. So very good. Okay, last but not least, we have Load Runner. Okay, so we've basically got a... Yeah, okay, just checking what my buttons are. We have to collect all the boxes. And you get past the guys and make them also drop anything they may be carrying. By making a hole. And once you've got all of the pieces, a ladder opens up, allowing you to get to the top of the screen, which is basically the end goal. You've got to be careful about the amount of time. Yep. If you leave them in the holes too long, they'll climb out. You can actually kill them too, if the hole happens to close up. And you have the high things as well. You can actually get away from some of the guys by dropping down a hole. Oh, and I went too soon. Not demonstrating my Load Runner skills. There's one's up off the top. We've also got to allow time for the hole to both dig make sure you don't do it too soon. Oh, I'm determined to get to the next level. But but Load Runner is a great game. You can play it for ages, and there are lots and lots of levels. I'm not sure how many's in this one. I had it for the MSX machine, and there were quite a few levels in that one. So as you can see, you can escape down holes as well. Let's go this way. Yay, I finally got to another level. As you can see, the next level is completely different and a little bit harder. So we have solid pieces that you can't dig on, so the bits that don't look like bricks you're not allowed to dig. Now this is probably a game the Sega joypad is not. There we go. I've still got a man. I think you get an extra man per level too, so that's where I got the extra man from. And as you can see, the game actually plays quite fast. There we go, one of the guys just got destroyed by a hole closing up over him. And there's an invisible hole there too. Oh, messed up there. Now this one we have to try and dig. Right, there's still one more over there that I haven't got. Ah. Anyway, sorry, I've used up enough of your time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. I've realised I haven't been saying that a lot lately. Thank you for still watching me. And I hope you enjoy this pickup video of some games that, I mean, it's a system that's not around in large numbers, so a lot of these games wouldn't have been shown before. So, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.